with the stand-up comedy of Steve Trevino and his America's Favorite Husband tour. Saturday, June 17th at 8 p.m. Known for his stand-up comedy specials on Showtime, Netflix, and Amazon Prime, Steve Trevino's brutally honest take on the day-to-day joys of marriage and kids are sure to leave you laughing. Grab your tickets today at Saboba.com. Stand-up comedian Steve Trevino at Saboba Casino Resort.
Surprise her on Mother's Day. 1-carat emerald pendants are $69. 1-carat diamond 2-heart pendants $6.99. 1-carat high-grade studs $5.99 and 2-carat tennis bracelets $8.99. Thousands of gifts guaranteed to appraise for double. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
From ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Right now at 11, he was convicted of sexually abusing his patients. Right now, we're waiting for the sentencing of former UCLA gynecologist James Heaps.
Shocking new video into our newsroom. Deputies need your help to identify a kidnapping victim and suspect.
Oh, and it's already warming up outside, but this is only the beginning. Brianna is tracking hot weather headed our way. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. We're live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Philip Palmer.
And I'm Giovanna Lara. Today is sentencing day for a former UCLA gynecologist convicted of sexually abusing patients. It comes after he was convicted of 5 sex-related counts.
Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera is live in our newsroom with details. Tony?
Philip, Giovanna, sentencing was supposed to happen back in November, but it was continued a number of times. It's expected to happen sometime today. We have a crew inside the courtroom right now where the former Dr. James Heaps sits in an orange jail jumpsuit. The courtroom is packed with people waiting to hear his fate. One thing in the way, though, is a hearing for a whole new trial. The defense has motioned for it due to inadequate legal advice, apparently, so a judge is considering that right now. The court has taken a short recess, and we'll get back to that. If the judge denies it, the sentencing hearing will begin. Back in October, a jury found him guilty on 5 sex-related counts, not guilty of 7 other counts. It was all related to his work at UCLA as a gynecologist between 2009 and 2018, sexually abusing 7 female patients. Prosecutors say he preyed on vulnerable women, assaulting them during appointments. Heaps was affiliated with UCLA for nearly 35 years and was a prominent cancer specialist at the university. This is one of 500 lawsuits that were filed against Heaps and UCLA. A civil lawsuit resulted in a $375 million settlement last year. Now, Heaps faces at least 20 years in prison and a mandatory lifetime registration as a sex offender. We will keep you posted as these developments come in. Live in the newsroom, Tony Cabrera, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay.
Tony,
Thanks, Tony.
The search is on this morning for a kidnapping suspect and victim in Commerce. A woman dragged from the street into a man's car in broad daylight.
Eyewitness News reporter Eric Resendez has more on the search and the newly released surveillance video. Eric.
Philip, Giovanna, that's what makes it very concerning for many residents here in this Commerce neighborhood, that it happened in broad daylight, and this situation just has them very frightened. And that incident took right behind me at that driveway. As of now, investigators continue to look for that kidnapping suspect and victim. Take a look at this surveillance video, just capturing the moment of how everything played out. Security video shows the woman appearing to be holding a cell phone, walking fast, turns around and looks behind her. That's when she walks into the driveway with the white fence. Then a silver sedan pulls up right at the driveway. The driver in a tank top gets out of the car and appears to be holding a gun. Then we see the woman walking again, this time towards the car. At some point, it looks like they looked at each other, and then the driver pistol whips the woman in the back of the head. The driver then opens the passenger door and shoves the woman inside of the car. Now, this happened Tuesday afternoon on Couts Avenue near Quigley Street in Commerce. Now, multiple neighbors we talked to are from this situation say they're just shaken up. Many of them have young kids, and they say that this could have happened to their little ones. Take a listen.
The scariest thing in the world to think that it could be your own kid. I mean, that looks like an isolated incident. I don't think that he would have targeted anybody else by the looks of it, because he looks like he was ready to attack her or looking for her. But to happen here in our small little community is so scary. Either way, I mean, we're all a little shaken up, and we're praying for her that, she's alive.
As of right now, there's not a lot of information as to whether the suspect or the victim knew each other or if they're related somehow. But here are the descriptions that investigators put out. As for the suspect, it's a man wearing a white tank top, black shorts, black and white shoes. The victim, a woman with dark brownish red hair, wearing a black dress and sandals, and that vehicle connected to this kidnapping, possibly a 2016-17 silver Kia Rio with unknown license plates. And many of the neighbors we talked to said that most of them work from home and they wish they would have heard something or seen something so that they could have prevented this from happening. Anyone with information is urged to call the LA County Sheriff's Department. For now, reporting live from Commerce, Eric Resendiz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Eric, thank you. And we have breaking news out of Pasadena, where a shooting investigation is underway. Streets are blocked off in some spots. Let's go to Scott Reif. He's in Air 7 HD.
Yeah, Philip, we're trying to get certain confirmation that it actually was a shooting. What you're looking at is initial reports were there may have been shots fired next to the courthouse. There's a block to the north or so because of some type of confrontation between two individuals, and then it spilled out down towards Colorado, and you see the closure and the investigation. It doesn't look like there's any credible threat right now. I don't see that type of appearance here by Pasadena PD, but they are investigating this incident. Philip, Giovanna?
All right, Scott, thank you. And in Rancho Park, we are waiting to learn the status of an oil leak cleanup. Part of Sepulveda Boulevard near the 10 freeway has been closed since Monday night after 1,000 gallons of oil started seeping out of the ground. LA County Fire Hazmat said cleanup could take around 2 to 3 days. No evacuations have been ordered, and there's no public threat to the public's health. There's no threat to the public's health. And fire crews say 20 to 40 gallons of crude oil did make it to the storm drain.
Disney is suing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over the takeover of its theme park district. In the lawsuit, Disney is alleging, quote, a targeted campaign of government retaliation orchestrated at every step by Governor DeSantis as punishment for Disney's protected speech, end quote. The dispute has been ongoing since the company opposed Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay law. The suit was filed after DeSantis took over Disney World's self-governing district and appointed a board to oversee park services. DeSantis's office issued a statement as well, claiming, quote, this lawsuit is yet another unfortunate example of their hope to undermine the will of the Florida voters and operate outside the bounds of the law, end quote. Disney is the parent company of ABC 7. Okay, we started off very interesting marine layer today, Brianna. When I drove to Pasadena, sunshine, but Glendale side, it was really cloudy.
Yeah, it's going to be a little iffy the closer to the coast you are today. So while some of those interior spots are going to be warming up quite a bit, the coastline, not so much. It looks like this marine layer may be hanging around until later this afternoon. And that's really going to put a hamper on some of those temperatures near the coastline. Otherwise, strengthening high pressure and also some offshore winds. They're very light, though, so some breezy offshore winds for some of the mountains and the hills. That's causing those areas to warm up. And then near the coast, we're sitting under these clouds, and so it's about 67 over into Long Beach, and they'll be hanging out into the afternoon today for some of the beaches. Now, if you're away from the beaches up at Big Bear, of course, it's cool for the mountains. It's about 55 degrees right now, but the afternoon temperatures up there are going to be pretty nice. You see a whole lot of sunshine, and you see how thick that marine layer is, all that cloud coverage off the coast, and it's pretty much hanging out from Santa Barbara all the way down into about Long Beach. But we are starting to see some sunshine down into the Orange County areas. It's really going to depend where you are today. We're starting to see it get much more mild outside. It's 70 in Ontario and Los Angeles right now. And heading into this afternoon, we will start to see warmer weather, hot temperatures by the weekend, and then we have a small chance of some rain in the forecast too. So things are changing. We'll have more on all that coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. As we continue here at 11 a.m., it was our lead story yesterday. A mother killed her 6-year-old critically hurt as they walked to school.